finally seeing progress on the shed. So we got to the floor eventually. Everybody's had to rope into the silvering, which went on and on. This stuff's super sticky, really hard to control. It coils upon itself, it sticks to the wall, anywhere but where you want it. Anyway, we got there, so here's the floor. So good morning, it's Saturday morning. It's a beautiful day. Got family collecting stuff to go on a trip. I think it's going to get really hot later. But this is Sam. Yo! Sam's going to be helping me today. So, the day has finally come. It's like that filter. The day has finally come where we're going to do the floor. I know I say I've been doing the floor for a long time, but we're going to do the floor. We've got all the electrics done. I've put in an extra plug for outside, internet. The floor's ready. I have silvered the at this place. Silvered and silvered and silvered. Still got to do some work on the roof, funnily enough. So we'll have to work out what to do about that later. But today, the main objectives are get a floor down, get these walls plywooded, and we're good to go. Let's get it done. Actually, I'll tell you what, one of the jobs we need before we do that, we need to feed the stuff through, because this was all piled against the side. I couldn't get it through. It's going to come up in it. So what Sam's doing here is chipping up all of the spare cement that was on the floor just to get a nice flat finish. It came up pretty well and they were able to empty out the shed. He did both sides, so we'll get a flat surface on both sides. Loads of dust. I mean, ridiculous. Every time I sweep this floor, there's loads of dust on it, but this is the last time I'm going to see it because now I'm going to cover it in plastic. So, okay, we're about ready to go. So here's my thought process. I want to bring the floor up with the 50mm and put plywood on top of it. I'm figuring this is the most heavy traffic area, so I want a complete piece of ply here. This is going to be the least traffic area, so that can have the, if I have to do a cut of ply, it'll be here. So I'm going to lay the boards, so that means I've got to lay down the polystyrene. I'll lay that here, have the short cut here, and then lay the ply across it so it's staggered. These cables are going to be under the floor. That's for the pub. For those who've been with us since the start, you'll know this all started because I was building a pub. And I needed this power cable to go to the pub. This is how this all started. Anyway, so we've got that done. I'm going to run a little bit of internet cable under the floor just in case I want internet in this corner. So we're going to half board up first, make sure this is all nice. Then we'll half board up there, and then we'll drop in the flooring. And then I'm going to have to go buy more ply to get the top bits done, I think. But we'll see how much we've got left over. Let's go. So, what I've decided to do for my flooring is, because we've silvered everything, I've pretty much got a vapour barrier, but I'm going to put another one in anyway. I'm going to put this big plastic. I used it in another building I did, and it seems to be pretty good. So we'll lay that down on the floor and we'll bring it up maybe 6 inches, maybe a foot, and then we'll tape it to the wall. And then I'm going to take the side panel wood and I'm going to drop that on top of this so that it's not in contact with the concrete. And I've decided to do the side walls down to the floor and then put the floating floor up to those. The reason being I didn't want weight on the free floating floor. So that's what we're going to do. What's going to follow now is a bit of footage of me and Sam sweating our way through Saturday morning trying to get plastic over every surface. I've got this thick plastic which we used in Sam's shed to line the floor. I have never seen any moisture in this building, but when we did the windows there was some dry right in the top corners.
So at some point water got in. The floor has been so dusty. I mean, really dry, dusty. Nothing we've stored in here has ever got rotten. So we think it's dry, but this stuff will make sure that nothing contacts with this cement and the cold damp doesn't come up into the office once I have all my valuable equipment in there. So you'll see us sweat around these walls putting stuff up. I have cut this video short, but in the meantime, here is a bit of music for you.
So now we're going to do the complex piece of plywood. So we're going to bring in the big piece in one piece. I've already started to cut out one corner to give us that anchor point. And then from there we'll measure out, we'll draw a load of squares, we'll cut them out, we'll bring it in, and miraculously it will fit. First time, I guarantee it. Good effort. It's well thought through that, wasn't it? I'd say that. Really precise about it. Let's not eyeball it by leaning it kind of up against the wall, sort of. I'm so happy! That went straight on at the first cut. We had a little bit of trouble with that one in the corner, which was like our anchor point.
That was the first one.
First one. But the rest of them, like to within a millimetres, it's amazing. We just sand that. It's not the final finish, so it's going to have plasterboard on top. But oh my god, what a result. One thing we can safely say is that now we put the plastic in here, it is warming up in here.
It is hot.
Hot! We've had a few problems in this corner. We don't know why, but it's solved now. It's solidly on. It's got its breathable membrane, it's got its membrane behind it. So we'll put this wall on and then we can get onto a floor.
So Sam and I have been working quite hard on this all day. We've managed to get the lower level of plywood on. We've managed to get all of these sort of plugs done here. We missed the holes substantially a couple of times, but hey, there's going to be plasterboard over these. These are about holding on anything we screw to the wall. These ones are incredibly neat. Amazing. Yeah, the double plugs we missed. Amazing. Anyhow, so we're going to get the floor down now. Get the polystyrene down. Progress, real progress. Okay, so finally to the point of this video, the floating floor. So the reason it's a floating floor is we're going to use this stuff, 50mm on the floor. I'm not going to batten it. I'm not going to put it between wooden battens or anything like that. I'm just going to put it down edge to edge. I will tape the joints, but because it's got nowhere to go, I'll just put plywood on top of it and it won't move. The plywood is really heavy, so it should just stay where it is. That's the theory. Let's see. And that's where we got to on Saturday. Sunday I was too wiped out to do anything, so we'll do more Monday night. We'll get the plywood and stuff down at the front here, and I need to order more plywood to do the rest of the walls. Next video, I think we'll be moving on to plastering, so please feel free to come back for that.